Orbog, you make your way out to the woods, pursuing this house. After a while, you come across some large chicken tracks going in the direction that the house was moving. Are you still pursuing this house?
I mean, just last time that we dealt with that person, we had a group of us, and he's alone. So he doesn't know that it's the smartest thing for him to go after that alone. So he's going to turn around and head back toward the castle.
Okay. As Orbog turns around to head back towards the castle, when you turn around, you see a hut, like a shack. As you look at the door, it's just blackness.
He's saying, "What the Hobbit," and walking inside.
Ah. Orbog Towerfall. Come in. What can Jadis do for you? For your whole life, you have been stuck to a name and a race that you haven't necessarily wanted. You feel like you perhaps may be a lame duck because you think you might expire because of who you are or what you are.
I just think it's reality unless you make a deal with the devil.
Well, a devil we don't have, but a Jadis we do. Perhaps in lieu of a devil we can use a Sather Witch?
I would want to be powerful enough to defeat Carrick and Zeos.
What would you like to be?
Images of almost like a anthropological museum go before you as you see several different races and species.
So come, Orbog. Choose your future. If not for yourself, for the sake of Towerfall. Because we both know that Lars will only make it the double hell that it once was.
What about a drow? Could you make me a drow?
Playing games with strangers, you know there's no danger. So come on in, we're all friends. Playing games with strangers.
As you say this, your surroundings are gone, and you are standing in the middle of the woods, alone.
I just asked a question. I guess I'm looking at my hands and stuff to make sure she didn't change me.
Oh no, you're changed. And your bag feels lighter. Are you going to check your bag?
Yes, I'm checking my bag.
Everything is there, with the exception of the soul stone of your father.
Oops. I am really upset about that.
I can tell. Felix, you manage to dispose of the burning horse. It actually cooked down really well. What did you want to do with it? Are you just gonna chuck it, or?
Oh, Swedish meatballs are on the menu tonight, man.
Hey, man after my own heart.
Yeah, why not?
But after that, what are you going to do?
Gonna drag Vault's body into the living room and prop him up in a chair, not next to Ashlyn.
You prop him up in the chair, and then what? You said you were going to get Emryn.
Yeah. I'm gonna call Leona.
Within a couple seconds, there's a kind of a bamf sound, as Leona appears. And she looks and she, oh, you got one of them awake. Kudos.
I don't know that I had much to do with it, but yeah, 1 out of 2 ain't bad, I guess.
Hmm.
I need to find Emryn. You wouldn't happen to have the ability to find her, would you? Sorry, I feel like I'm just asking you for favors, and it's not really what's going on. I know it seems like that.
No, it's fine. I haven't had much to do lately since the intrusion of the space between, so I've actually had a lot of spare time. Asking me to help is the highlight of my day.
Okay, just making sure.
It's fine. Just looking for Emryn though, huh?
Yeah, just for Ashlyn. She just wants to talk to her, and I assume catch up. Is that right, Ashlyn? Is that you just need to catch up? Is there a special message you need to get to her?
I don't even I don't Yeah, just don't talk, dear. No, I'll go ahead and find her. Just give me a few moments. She's dealing with some family issues right now.
Amazing.
She wraps her wings around her and she disappears. Emryn, on your side, as you are playing Shadow with Rhoda.
It's a really fun game.
Emryn,
Who's having more fun? Me or
Emryn,
Rhoda?
just go home.
Nope. Let's go to church.
And then all of a sudden there's a Bamf next to you, and you see Leona standing there just kind of watching, waiting to be acknowledged.
I imagine we both just like stopped talking immediately and were staring at her.
Hi. Sorry to intrude. I generally don't like to do this, but Wilder kind of asked me to get in contact with you. Ashlyn's woken up.
Is she... Well, asking if she's well seems like a stupid question, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, if you're asking if I have a job to do, no.
What?
You know what I am, right?
I feel like we covered it at one point, but you were a bit snarky during that conversation and kind of rude, so I didn't really pay attention.
I'm sorry you took it that way. I am an angel of death.
Cool.
And no, she's not going to die, but she's not great.
I don't think her dying was what I was asking necessarily, but that's good to hear. That is a weight off my mind.
Wilder has asked for your presence at his house. I can take you if you'd like.
Well, I would, and I would love to see Ashlyn and talk to her now that she is conscious, but I kind of have a thing that I'm taking care of.
Or I can take your sister and you can go on foot.
No, based on what you just said you are, I prefer if you didn't take any of my family.
No, I mean...
Except my parents, if you want. You could have them.
Oh, no, they're...
Or Ethan. You could go take Ethan, too, if you want. Anyway. What were you going to say? You said something about they are.
Never mind.
No, I think we should go back to that.
I can take your sister to...
I think we should go back to the parents. You started to say they are, and it sounded like you were going somewhere.
I
with the
apologize.
sentence.
I was speaking out of turn.
But now it's your turn, so you could speak.
Okay. I can take your sister to Felix's house, and you can meet us there.
But the parents thing... Can you not take them?
All right, I'll see you there. And her wings sprout.
Nope, don't.
Her wings sprout out.
I'll smack her.
Around Rhoda, and they disappear.
I will try to attack her before she disappears.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay, I will. I just said don't touch my sister. You angel. Ooh, well, that was a natural 17 plus 10, so 27 hit?
Yeah, you make contact and you hear her go, ouch, and then they disappear.
Emryn starts to look up, can you kill an angel of death in a book? Writes on her list of triage notes, apologize to Wilder for killing his girlfriend. We're going to add that to the list. Okay. What if I just stay here? She'll come back because I won't show up. Rhoda will come back because she's irritated. Shoot. I don't believe in God, but if I did, give me strength. I'm going to stay here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Felix, Leona shows up and has Rhoda with her, and she goes, they were having issues between her and Rhoda, and she didn't want to leave Rhoda alone in the house. So I brought Rhoda here. I think she'll be here shortly.
Okay. Not mad, just disappointed. Yeah, because I need Emryn. Where was she?
I'm not at liberty to say because her family is in hiding, and it's better that the least amount of people know.
Okay. You said she's on her way, right?
I would assume so. I told her I would take Rhoda and then she can come here on foot.
Okay.
Did you want me to go get her?
It'd be really nice if she was here because...
I'm just going to say she seemed a little bit disinclined for me to do anything. She hit me, just letting you know.
I guess I can go put on some tea, some coffee. We could just sit here and wait. Really nothing else to do.
I mean, let's just wait and see what happens. And if worst comes to worst, I can go grab her while she batters me.
Or, you could tell me where she is and I could go find her.
I can't do that. For as unpleasant as she is, I do respect her motivations.
I don't find her unpleasant. Maybe a little, control freaky, but, Anyway, okay. Well, I guess we'll just sit and wait then.
How's Rhoda taking this? I just need to see that happen. I just need to hear that conversation thing.
No, she is very confused. She's just very confused at the moment.
Nothing. Wait. Also, Leona just took Rhoda into a house where King Vault is.
Yeah.
We know that Rhoda just loves. So anyway,
Emryn.
Yep.
As you are sitting there fuming, you hear a knock on the door.
I'm gonna look out the little peephole.
You see Bastide.
Okay, cool. I'll open the door.
Hey, Em, how you doing?
Better days.
I completely understand. Look.
Do you want to come inside?
Yeah,
Or
that
do you
that
wanna
would
have the, yeah.
that would be great. And he comes in. He's like, "Look, I want to apologize.
Oh.
I know I don't do that as often as I should.
I wasn't gonna say it.
But after talking to you this last time and really kind of thinking things through and how that conversation went, I'm not good at expressing my emotions. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I lean far too much on image rather than being honest with people and doing the right thing.
I hadn't noticed.
But I have noticed that when you were a constant in my life was a better place. I want you to know that I have left the other girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I've come to the conclusion that I really want you in my life, and not just as my chick. And he drops down to one knee. He goes, but as my everything. Emryn. And he pulls out a box. He pulls out a box and he's like, I need you. More than any woman I've had in my life. And I know that I've made a hash.
Had a lot of them.
I know I've made a hash of some things.
But hold on. Can we have this conversation with you standing? Because I feel like it would be better eye to eye, just for a minute. Not that I'm not, wow, this was a weird day for this. My sister just got taken. Yeah, it's it's fine. It's okay. Hold on. Let's go through this systematically for a second, because that's kind of how I like to work through things. Oh, really nice things you're saying. They make me feel really good. But also, wow. Okay.
But this...
You weren't done.
No. Suddenly with that response, all of this feels very inappropriate.
Well, I mean, Yes and no. See, here's the thing. Bestie, I like you a lot. I would even say that I love you based on how long we have spent together. But also, you being a better person when I'm with you doesn't mean that I deserve how you've treated me for the last, forever. But, see, here's the thing, because apparently, as much as I like to tell people they make bad decisions, so do I. So maybe we should work on it first before we just rush into yes.
But the point I'm making is, you know me better than anybody.
I do.
You've seen the real part of me.
Yes,
and
I have. Which is kind of why it hurts more when I see the other side of you, because I know who you are.
But what I'm trying to say is that I've taken that into consideration with this ring. And he opens it up again. See, I want to be an open book to you.
Mm-hmm.
And this ring allows you to cut through all the crap.
Is it like a knife?
No. I've had this tied to me, and the wearer of this ring, I can't lie to the person who wears this ring.
I have some follow-up questions. The first one is, why is it tied to you? What happened? That sounds like a story that would be fun to hear.
It's something I had specifically made because I want to give you my everything.
Bestie. I'm willing to work on this. But I don't want that ring. Because I don't want you to tell me the truth because you have to. I want you to tell me the truth because you want to. And I should be able to trust you without wearing a ring.
I know, but it's the symbology of it.
But it's not a symbol. That's a spell that makes you do it.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm giving it to you. I am giving you my truth. For better or for worse.
Why don't we just start with you giving me honesty and kind of nice behavior sometimes? Or a compliment that doesn't have to do with my butt. Would be fine, too. I like those ones, too, but also you could just give me other ones sometimes.
Your beauty is only
surpassed.
Your beauty is only surpassed by your intelligence.
I know that's a lie.
And you're... I'm trying. If you could...
I know.
If you could... This isn't easy for me. And I'm trying.
You think it's been easy for me to stick up for you?
But what I'm saying is I'm trying. If you're just gonna knock me down every time I try...
I see that you're trying and I appreciate it. But I need you to also see that I'm not there yet.
He slowly closes the ring box and goes, I understand and respect where you're at. And you are important enough to me to respect what boundaries you have. And I will strive to be the Minotaur that you want me to be. That I should be.
Thank you. I like that correction. Would you like to go beat up an angel of death?
That sounds wicked awesome.
Okay. Because I might be doing that today.
Just give me the word. Where are we going?
Okay. Well, first I have to kind of take care of this whole situation because the angel of death took Rhoda, not in that way, just kind of like to a different part of the city, I guess. I don't know. But the rest of my siblings are here and, I don't want her to come back. Also, they went to the woods in Vonder and
That's a stupid idea.
Yeah, I agree. But they all have it in their head now that it's a good idea because of, it. So, yeah, it's been a day. This has been a lot in general.
I can imagine. That suddenly makes my proposal feel a little bit more inappropriate.
It's not that it was inappropriate. It was just really weird timing. But you couldn't have known that in general, because how often do sisters get taken by angels of death? I don't know, probably every day. That's a really sad question.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, tell you what, where's she at? Let's go break some stuff.
Okay, but what about the rest of them? Like in general? Like if I'm gonna we might just wait here for a minute. I think she might come back.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you say so. I am wherever you are is where I want to be.
Okay, you well I know when I okay. Yeah. Shh,
I'm trying.
I know. Let's try a little less hard though, for just a little bit.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Great.
All right, Felix. Time passes and you and Leona are just kind of sitting there twiddling your thumbs and nobody shows up.
Okay. You need to tell me where she's at so I can go and get her.
Maybe I could take you to her?
Well, I don't want to leave Elle by herself, just in case. Although, Rhoda,
Yeah.
do you babysit much?
Lately I've been babysitting my convalescent brother.
Would you like to make some money? I'll pay you.
Well, how much?
15 gold.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
I know. I know. It's a lot. I have it to spare, so I'm willing to do that if you can keep an eye on Alel and Ashlyn and Volt.
Fair enough.
Okay, Leona, let's do this thing.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this thing. This isn't gonna be... Okay, here we go. And she wraps her wings around you. And for a brief moment, you get that breathless feeling like when you step through a portal. And then, Emryn, there is a bamf sound, and Leona is there with Felix, or Wilder, as you know him.
I know him as both now.
Hi,
Where is my sister?
my house.
Alone?
With LL.
You have your daughter watching my sister?
No, I have your sister watching my daughter.
Okay. Well, here's the thing.
I'm paying
See,
her.
Nope. No.
No.
I bet your money's not stronger than, a devil thing in the woods that's telling her to come talk to her.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like in the beast from the woods, the anathema. No, because it kind of has a hold on my sister.
No.
Currently.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and Pooh, who might be there now, but I can't follow him because I've been watching my sister, who is now alone with your daughter, and it's fine, but she took her.
Leona, did you know this?
No.
Okay, good.
Can you go bring her back here now? Thank you.
Mm,
Not you, her.
Obviously, I can't go unless she goes with me.
Yeah.
So
But then who would be watching LL?
She's a reasonable child that doesn't have her soul being gripped by a beast in the middle of a forest. I hope.
could you just come back to my house?
Family. I have family here right now that's kind of having a really rough time.
And I have
Like
some
a
of
really rough
I
time.
have some of your family at my house who could be
You
making.
didn't until a few minutes ago.
I didn't necessarily make that choice.
I thought she was gonna be coming. I told her to come.
I believe I very strictly said no. And then I said, don't take my sister. And then you did.
Did she say that?
I don't remember her saying
Yes.
that.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I remember her hitting me though.
I believe I said, don't take my sister. Don't take any of my family. Take my parents. And then you dodged that question for a while. And then you took my sister. Which is kind of how that went exactly.
I don't believe that's how that went at all.
Bestie,
Yeah.
just hold my hand really tight right now.
Oh, I thought
Just
that was over, but
no. That one's about to be over.
Oh.
Can you go get my sister, please? Why do I need to come to your house right now? Because there's kind of important things happening.
Ashlyn's there. She needs to talk to you. I don't know about what, but it seems important. She's conscious now.
Now, wouldn't an easy solution just be to bring her here? Where I can keep an eye on everyone, all at the same time.
Wilder just looks at Leona. Why didn't we think of that one?
Well, you told me to bring her to you, so that's what I was trying to do for you.
I love that this is my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's just...
Oh, don't lie to me. I know it's my fault, because I should have
it-
thought of it, and I didn't. Now I have women mad at me, which is not what I ever wanted in life.
I'm not mad at you, Wilder.
Don't be mad at her
If it
either.
helps. She took my sister, so I think I kind of had justifiable grounds for that in the present moment.
Could we bring Ashlyn here, and I will just go back home? I'll walk. I probably need the fresh air. That's fine.
But then who's going to be watching LL?
I mean, Rhoda's still there. Unless
You cannot leave her alone.
you think she's going to leave?
Yes, I do think she's gonna leave. I think Pooh left from an entire castle of people that weren't paying attention. So I think Alel's probably not gonna be able to stop her.
Okay, fine. I guess
Rhoda is plucky.
we'll just do a swap, and I'll go back to make sure Rhoda doesn't leave, and Ashlyn can come here. Or do you want Rhoda back? At this point, I don't know anymore.
Okay. Have you ever heard of that puzzle about the boat with the fox and the chicken? And like how you get them all across the river? No?
No.
Okay, because I'm the fox right now and someone needs to bring my sister here.
So you want Rhoda to come here,
Yes.
not Ashlyn.
Uh-huh. Well, Ashlyn can also come here, but I would really like my sister close enough that I can strangle her if I need to.
Okay. I need to go home. I'd like a drink. I'll just sit with whoever's at my house. You and Leona can figure out who's going where, but I would like to go home. Sorry.
Leona is going to address M and say, well, if your issue is with your sister, and your sister is at Felix's house, then why did she need to stay here?
My issue is not specifically with my sister, but with the whole of my family who is currently and was currently all in this house, and I don't think you understand how hard it is to get all of them in one place at one time.
I mean,
and we'd manage.
Bastille can't watch them?
That's kind of what my thought was.
We're working on it.
Do you want me to stay here with him? I don't want to.
Well, that makes me feel very encouraged. Thank you.
I can keep myself in check. You can keep yourself in check, right, big guy?
I am legitimately working on trying to become a better person.
Great, me too. We'll be better together.
How does this qualify you for childcare and also trauma survivors? Because that's kind of what the main issue in this house is, not you two getting along.
Oh, hold on. Trauma survivor, me, father,
I have found
me.
I have found lately that being a trauma survivor does not necessarily guarantee that you're good at dealing with trauma. And might in fact mean you're very bad at it sometimes, but that's not
I would
anything
be willing to
specific.
state that you're not dealing with it very well yourself.
Yeah, that was kind of the implied statement that I just made.
So but the statement I'm making is, how would either of these two be any worse than you?
Glad you said it, because I was going to.
Yeah. That's helpful. Thank you. It's not so much that as a trauma survivor would be better. It's just that I already know them. Take me to Rhoda. Whatever. Fine.
As you say, take me to Rhoda, the wings wrap around you, less elegantly than you've seen it, and
I don't care.
you just pop out on the other side. And you see Rhoda just sitting in the middle of the living room. You see Ashlyn sitting on a couch, and you see King Vault with a hoe jammed into his neck.
Well, this is...
And of course, blood gouting all over the place.
Yeah. I just look at Rhoda and Ashlyn and go, which one?
They both just kind of look at each other, and they both say, I'll never tell.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, you can insight check.
13.
You aren't entirely certain, but you do know that there's a bit more spatter on Ashlyn.
That could mean a lot of things, but all right. Okay. I do not look displeased. I glance at Leona to see how she is. I'm just like, do you get to take care of that? Or someone else?
His soul was outside of his body at the time, so not my circus, not my monkeys.
Interesting. So what does that do? Never mind. I don't really need to know. Hello. Hi. How are you, Ashlyn? Don't answer that, because I'm sure it's not great, but it's good to see you.
She smiles at you and just kind of does the little hand heart thing.
Cute. I do it back.
And then she looks at you and she goes, jokes aside, waking up here has been an eye-opening experience.
Like waking up?
Here.
In this house specifically, or waking up in general?
In this house. You have no idea what this has been like. There's been...
In this house?
And burning horses, comatose kings.
Bleeding kings?
People throwing gasoline on said burning horses.
This sounds par for the course so far, actually.
Yeah,
things have been a little...
It's made me realize I've spent a lot of time trying to mourn things that are outside of my control. And I felt like I owe you an apology.
Me? Why?
Because before I was taken, I spent so much time wallowing in my self-pity. And I wasn't there for you when you needed me.
Well, it wasn't all You're allowed to grieve. And you should.
There's a difference between grieving and feeling sorry for yourself. And somewhere, I lost the difference.
I don't need your apology, Ashlyn.
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna give it to you.
Is that all you needed?
Is that all an apology's worth to you?
I have also had a very eye-opening few days. I don't think you need to apologize to me for anything that happened. And I don't want to dismiss it or say that it's not valuable to you, but it's not something that I've really lost sleep over recently.
There will come a time when you will understand that owning your actions is almost as important as the actions themselves.
I understand that. I think it's important for you to do that as well. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying there's a difference between owning your actions and feeling the need to apologize for something that you can't change.
Apologizing is part of owning your actions, in admitting that you're wrong.
But you didn't wrong me.
She just shakes her head.
You can say it as many ways as you want, but you didn't.
That aside, I'm trying to figure out how to get back to the castle.
Which one?
The one I belong in.
Yes, it's currently quite occupied. Which is not to say we can't get you back there, but you know the city like I do, so...
I don't know where I am.
Yes, you're in Northern Towerfall currently.
Why in the 9 hells am I in Northern Towerfall?
I find it interesting that this is the question that was asked first and not why is the king dead on this floor.
Because I might know why the king is dead.
Well, yes, I know that you know the specific reason as to why the king is dead on the floor. But more just how did the king end up on the floor in which you were able to, or someone...
Because I put a hoe in his throat.
Yes, I understand. I mean, what led to the king being on the floor in a place that was enabling
me putting a hoe in his throat. We've gone over this.
Yes, I missed you. A lot. Anyway, some things have happened. The king's dead, as you can tell.
I noticed.
Also, both Towerfalls are kind of in ruin right now, and there were drows under the city that are now living above the city. Lolth was around, who I didn't really understand who she was too much until I met her, and she was a big spider lady from Hell or Abyss or something. I'm not sure the difference. I didn't pay attention. A lot of magic has happened that I don't understand. I died, and I'm alive again. What am I missing? Probably something. Orbog's back. Things are just really going to Hell or the Abyss. Not sure. Again, don't know the difference.
Idris freaking Alba. You take a couple days off and then all of a sudden...
Yeah. But now that you're back, I can take vacation, right? Is that how that works? 'Cause I need one.
As she holds her hand up and there's a big tear between the ring finger and her middle finger, and she goes, Yeah, I don't know how good I'm gonna be. And then she holds up her other two fingers. She holds up her other hand where her pinky and ring finger and thumb have been ripped out. I think I kind of stand for peace now.
That's okay. That's kind of the whole goal of the new Towerfall. It's peace and unity. So you could be uniquely gifted in helping the movement.
She holds up that first hand again and she goes, teaching people to live long and prosper.
Indeed. That's kind of what we want to do. So our goal was, and I don't know how, I'll just like motion to the body on the floor, how this is going to play into it. But our real hope was to get delegates from Northern Towerfall and Southern Towerfall and the Drow Kingdom to kind of hold court and determine what to do with Vault, because he was oppressing everyone and now he's kind of dead, so we can't do that. So we need a new unifying reason for delegates to come together and make choices.
I mean, nobody explained that to me.
Yeah, I know. It's been... Also, my sister went into Vonder Woods and now is, just wanting to go back there.
Ashlyn looks over at Rhoda and she goes, are you stupid?
And makes the same look at Rhoda.
Rhoda just kind of shrugs and shakes her head like, whatever.
A lot's happened. There's more. I've missed some things. I got proposed to a few minutes ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was weird.
I'm assuming you said yes.
No, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. I didn't actually say yes or no.
It was bestie, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's a very insecure man.
Yes, he is. He's doing a little better, kind of, I think.
Well, that's good. Why wouldn't you say yes? You've been with him for like years.
It's been a few days. I don't know. People are coming out of the woodwork recently. It's been really odd.
And who's this character whose house I'm in?
Oh, this is Wilder, or Felix. He goes by both.
Two names, that's kind of weird.
I mean, a lot of people have two names.
Yeah, but...
His darn cat is so loud.
He has a cat.
It's very talkative.
Apparently.
Well, this has been enlightening, I think. And there's a lot more that I would love to be able to catch up on and do. My brother also died recently, and some bad things happened, and I've been kind of keeping an eye on him. He's alive again.
Wait, what?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, if we...
It's all very confusing.
How is he alive again?
Magic.
Well, can't we just do that with Callista?
No. I can tell you that later about things when there aren't. I'll just like turn and look at Rhoda and LL. Just children here in general. But no, I don't think magic can do that.
Okay. She looks a little confused.
So do I.
What now?
Well, now I would like to hopefully move all my family back to the same spot. We can get you to the castle, probably, if you want to, or we can all go together to the house where they're staying. Or if there's something else you'd like. What do you need right now?
I don't know, because apparently I came back to a Towerfall I don't recognize.
Yes, I will say that I've been here while everything happened, and I also am no better at explaining what has happened.
Who's ruling the city, then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where the whole delegate thing was going to come in. We were hoping to maybe establish a council instead of like a monarchy to kind of power balance things out and keep it from becoming another, tyranny.
Well, I mean, not all monarchies are tyrannies. Look at Callista.
Not all of them. Well, Callista was beginning to make change, but
surely one of the other Towerfall children could be possibly put on the throne.
I've met all of them.
All of them?
I'm pretty sure. Most of them. Some of them. I don't know. I've met enough of them. I can tell you that much. I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, I figured that, you said Orbog was back in town. He was next in line.
Yes. I think he can do good for Towerfall. But I don't know that the best thing for him or for Towerfall is a single ruler, namely him.
I'll just say, don't let the perceptions of your past dictate how you proceed into the future.
Okay.
That said, can I go home now?
Yes. Yes. I think you should take a nap. Maybe.
Emryn, you know I wouldn't normally ask this, but I can't walk great. Can I
Uh-huh.
perhaps hitch a ride?
Leona, you're very good at taking people places.
I am.
And doing it very quickly and in a way that's probably painless, as opposed to,
Who's gonna watch LL?
I will.
Very well. And she bamfs out of there with Ashlyn.
I'm gonna clean up Vault's body. Just take care of that, I guess. Wrap him up. Clean some blood.
All right. Aileen. The sudden look on Celeste's face, like, wait, I am a part of this. I'm not just listening.
Hello. I'm enjoying the show.
You hear a bamf, and suddenly Leona is there with a very haggard looking human.
Well, hello.
Hello. This is Ashlyn. She wanted to come back to the castle. She was the Queen's guard, Queen Callista's guard.
Oh, Ashlyn. Hello. I've heard so much about you from Emryn.
I apologize. I don't know who you are.
That's okay, dear. I don't believe we ever met. It's just fine. I'm a friend of Orbog's, and I like to consider myself a friend of Emryn.
You're a friend of the king?
Well, I'm not sure. I feel like his kingliness is still up for debate, but yes.
I have it under good authority that Vault is dead, and I know the queen is gone. So who's ruling Towerfall?
At the moment, no one.
That is not good.
No, we don't agree with that. I think Orbog's plan is to get things organized and go from there.
Yeah, about that, Aileen. I didn't want to bring this up in the house because Emryn's kind of unpleasant at the moment. And she leans into you, Aileen. She goes, I don't like her very much. She is a very angry woman.
No, I will give you that.
Anyway, there are some posters around the town that are encouraging to return to the way things were, and they're signed by the monarchy.
I don't know for sure, but I'm almost positive that is not something that Orbog would be for.
Well, it's a thing, and there's some talk around town that people are just so tired of the rigmarole that's been going on that they are fine with going back to how things were, just to be done.
Well, that is not my circus or my monkeys.
I just wanted to make you aware.
I appreciate it.
Emryn didn't seem to be in much of a state of mind to be able to think rationally through that, so...
I understand.
Anyway, I'm going to leave Ashlyn here and find Felix, so...
That sounds like a plan.
Unless you have any pressing need or want to find...
I think I'm good. I've gotten the people from the Underdark settled here. We've got a system going on.
Is there anything I can get for you, Aileen? You take care of so many other people that I want to make sure that you're taken care of.
Short of my parents, there's really not a lot that I need at the moment.
You hear a, yes, hello. We had this conversation. I can take you there if you'd like.
No, sir. I did not ask for you.
Fair enough. Leona goes, well then, if that's the case, I will be on my way.
Thank you, Leona. You have a good night, darling.
You too. And there's a bamf, and Felix! Leona is back in your house. Not in your house, but back
In Emryn's.
near you at Emryn's family's hideout. She goes, well, that was exciting.
Oh, good. Did you know that Bastide's middle name is Jimothy?
I hate you so much, Dave.
Learn so much about someone when you spend a few minutes with them. Really get to know him.
That was supposed to be between us. I try to open up to you and you sit there and betray my trust the first chance you get.
I don't remember you actually telling me don't say anything to anyone, so...
I believe that was implied. And, Leona goes, "Oh, don't worry. As a Celestial, I'm already privy to that information, and my lips are sealed."
Ah, see? There you go. Everything's fine. I won't tell anybody else.
So, I've got news.
Yes?
King Vault is dead in your living room.
How's that good news?
I didn't say good news, I said I've got news.
Oh, I should probably get my hearing checked. Okay. Shoot. So I'm assuming I have to clean that up now.
Probably. He has a hoe in his throat.
Oh. I see. I shouldn't have left Ashlyn and Volt together. Alright. Interesting. So I assume we just do the old swip sop. Emryn comes back here, I go back home, I take care of a dead body.
There is the problem of Rhoda. Emryn's not going to leave Rhoda by herself. As far as I'm concerned, they can walk.
Yeah, but what about the people here?
We've got Bastide, Jimothy.
I assume you can handle this, big guy.
I don't understand why she felt the need to leave you here to watch me watch her family. Her family is fully aware of who I am, so it's not like I'm a stranger.
I don't know. I see, this is why I try not to make decisions. Everybody gets upset because it takes me forever to make decisions, and then I always make the wrong one.
Let me give you a little secret that I've kind of lived my life by.
Okay.
Stop worrying about what people think about what you do and just do it.
Yeah, I really can't be that drunk around friends anymore. We've had a conversation. No, I just... You're right. You're not wrong. If you would have been through some of the things we've been through in the last, I don't know, 3 years, something like that, you'd totally understand where I'm worried about making the right or wrong choice.
Let me tell you something, being a freelancer for the Thieves Guild. You know, me and the Thieves Guild, we're like this. And, you know, when they do things, they don't ask for permission to do things. They just do it. And, you know, sometimes you just gotta take charge and push forward.
That's a good life lesson. I'm gonna take that to heart.
You know, you could learn a lot from the Thieves Guild. Maybe you stick with me, and if we connect better sometime, I can introduce you to a few people, and they might be able to get you in.
You know, that would actually be wonderful. I've been thinking about joining for a while, but, you know, decisions and all. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to ever make that decision lightly. Definitely want to...
I completely understand.
Yeah.
You just let me know, and I'll get with the people, you know.
Absolutely. Who's actually running the Thieves Guild now?
You know, it's super top secret.
Oh, okay.
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. It's one of those types of things.
Oh, I gotcha. All right. I mean, keep your secrets. That's fine. But, yeah. I'm gonna go home now. I'm gonna go clean up a body. And it was good talking to you. We'll have to sit down, have a drink together sometime.
You know, it's Felix, right?
Yes.
I've reached a point where I realize there are things that are more important to me than image. If I really want to have that person in my life, I need to be a better person. So I want to say to you, for all the time that I have been a jerk to you and your friends, I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
That means a lot. And I apologize for every time me and my friends were jerks to you.
He puts his hand out.
I'll shake it.
All right. You shake hands. He's like, all right, Nickus, let's hang out.
Leona, let's go home.
Home it is. And you bamf out of there, and you are back at your house. And Emryn, by this time, I'm assuming you've cleaned up quite a bit.
Yeah. Baking soda in the carpet,
Mhm.
getting the bloodstains out. Works great on vomit and blood. And I've cleaned a lot of both in my day. I have the girls playing.
Rhoda and LL
Hello.
are playing in LL's bedroom.
Probably like made tea. I don't know. Feels homey in there.
And you come home, and it's a very comfortable feeling in the home, and
minus the body that's on your back patio, but we're not going to talk about it right now.
right. Leona's just kind of looking about the place. She goes, "Huh, I stand corrected.
Pardon?
About what?
Nothing at all. Emryn, today's been a difficult day for you and us. Whatever misgivings or misunderstandings, I apologize.
Well, thank you.
I'll go relieve your sister of her duties, and
If you don't mind.
no problem. And
No. If you would just let them play.
Oh.
It's probably the first time Rhoda has seemed happy in a little while.
As you say this, there's a bright flash from LL's room.
I take off.
Same. I know I shouldn't have given him matches.
As you guys purr. As you guys reach LL's room, they're just in there playing.
Is everything all right in here?
Yeah.
LL looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, we're fine. Why?"
There was a very bright flash.
Oh, I had to break the thing.
The thing.
Yeah, what thing?
There was kind of like a thing, a presence your sister was carrying around with her. I had to break it. She wanted to leave, but I was told that Dad said that she couldn't leave. And so, but I knew if I broke the thing, then she wouldn't want to leave anymore.
Just to look at Wilder.
I look at Emryn.
Hey, is your daughter crazy? Things I don't say out loud.
Okay. Well, good. Good. You having a good time? Everything's peachy in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Em and I are gonna come out here.
I'm teaching Rhoda how to throw a knife.
Always a useful skill.
Yeah, she probably already knows.
Maybe upgrade to hand axes later, but
Yeah. Rhoda's really good at braiding hair too, so you guys can swap skills.
She's teaching me Stoic philosophy.
Yeah, that sounds right. Rhoda, are you okay? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm better. Like, not better, like I don't feel anything.
Like you're still a stoic, but...
Well, I mean, you are what you are, but I don't, not...
Unless you meet a lady in the woods and then you're someone else now.
I don't feel numb or the need to be numb.
I see. Do you know what the thing was that broke? Are you okay? You good?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, you guys keep throwing knives then. Okay.
yeah.
I will close the door and then look at Wilder like, hey, what?
Yeah, I'm thinking since I was gone and all, apparently my daughter's learned some things, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, things that they just teach you. Normal things.
yeah, I'm gonna say hanging out with Leona has been educational.
I look at Leona.
Leona looks at you and she's shaking her head. She goes, I didn't teach her anything like that.
Do you know what she's talking about? What thing? I mean, I assume it's a thing. I know that was very descriptive. I don't understand how this works. What thing?
Do you mind if I step in there, Felix?
No, sure, like, go ahead. You're
okay,
good with it, Em?
Maybe. Are you going to take her somewhere else?
No.
Okay.
Um, just a second. She walks in there. LL Sweetness, can I just take a quick look at you real quick? I promise this will only be a second. And LL's like, yeah, that's fine. And you see light come from Leona's eyes as she just kind of strokes LL's hair for a moment. She goes, okay, sweetie, that's all I needed to know. And then she walks out of the room and closes the door behind her. And she leans over to you, Felix, in a whisper that only you can hear.
I lean into.
She whispers in your ear and she goes, your daughter is an aspect now.
Do I hear it?
Make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
I set the DC at 19. Dang it. Yes, you overhear it.
Hey, you know what that means to M? Bupkis.
I know, but
Cool.
She's a what?
I think because an aspect was destroyed within her, she has taken over the shepherding of that aspect.
Hi, M here. What's that mean?
This sounds like because we took out Lolth. LL's taken over for her? Am I right?
Sort of.
So your daughter's a spider queen now.
That makes things a lot more complicated.
An aspect. Okay. How much do you know about the Pantheon?
Religion or arcana?
That's going to be a religion check.
Okay.
M has done some studying because I got a natural 17 plus 0. So 17.
Got an 18.
Okay. You know how the common belief is that there are many different gods?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's not quite how it works in all reality.
Okay.
You see, well, the things that people call gods aren't exactly gods. They are people who have been chosen to shepherd certain parts of the reality in which we live. I'm going to assume that since Lolth was the one who was destroyed within her, I'm going to assume that, yeah, she is now the shepherd of spiders and deceit.
Cool. Neat. Wow.
But let me...
That sounds like your house is going to be really fun soon.
Let me...
It's called the teenage years.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's what she chooses to do with it that dictates how she is. She just has the control over deception, whether she chooses to participate with deception or to see through it and cast deception within the light. The same as with the spider realm.
I'm sorry, there's a whole realm?
Perhaps I've said too much.
That sounds pleasant. That sounds like what her bedroom's going to be soon, which sounds
Not
fun for you.
necessarily. Just because she has control doesn't mean she's going to have a predisposition to fixate upon these things.
That would be wonderful. Please.
All it takes is proper parenting and upbringing.
That's what they all say, but I think nature has a little bit of part as well.
Perhaps.
Kind of a give and take, you know.
But where's he gonna find someone to help parent her?
You're not in the
I
scene,
was
sir.
just thinking the same thing,
You
boys.
know?
But
If only she had a good influence.
to be perfectly honest, it would seem that she has an innate control over her giftings as it is now, and she broke the deception that was binding Rhoda.
So, you know, I don't even think I have questions. I'm just very confused.
We'll just
But
say
that's
that
okay.
Rhoda is better now.
Oh no, that part I understand. I kept up with it. Was just all the other things. But I don't know that I want to ask more questions about
Fair
that.
enough.
So I think I'm okay letting that be a corner of my mind that doesn't need to be explored.
Well, I am at your disposal when you should choose to explore it.
Nope, don't think I will.
At this point, Alel comes running out of her room. She goes, "Daddy, can Rhoda stay the night tonight?"
I look at Emryn.
Look at Wilder.
I mean, I don't care, really.
If I find out that you have run to the woods and joined a church, you will end up like that man. And you will also have a hoe in your neck.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, LL. Let me show you something called Bardcore.
Rhoda's like, let me show you my tattoos and my music. Come on, LL, it'll be fun.
All right, Orbog. You are 6'2". Where are you heading?
I mean, towards southern Towerfall, towards the castle, southern.
Mandlagar? After a couple hours of walking, you finally get yourself back to Castle Mandlagar, and you walk in there, and you see Aileen just working away. Aileen, you see a drow that you've never met before walking into Castle Mandlagar.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
He's gonna raise a finger for 1 second. Is because I want to ask. Are there other citizens and like refugees that are around right now?
Not close, but I mean, you're not going to be able to go places in the castle where they aren't in the room. So,
well, he's gonna want to get some of their attention, and he's gonna be talking very loudly. People of Towerfall, it is I, Orbog. I'm Dal Idriselba has given me a vision, and it has changed me into this form. And he has declared that I shall be called Orbogorn. And now, we must have peace with the drow, and he wants me to be that symbol. We must join together and unite for all to prosper. Many blessings.
I'm gonna shoot a crossbow at him.
make a persuasion check.
Who, her or me?
You.
I'm not persuading anybody. I shot a crossbow.
I get it, but
at
he's
you.
already got the speech out too, so. So people look over at you when you're talking and they just kind of, and they go back to what they're doing.
Where does the crossbow go?
What'd you roll for your attack, Celeste?
27.
Oof. Roll damage, please.
Okay. I believe it's 5.
Okay. Right at the end of your speech, you catch a crossbow bolt in the knee, Orbog, as you turn and see Aileen standing there with a crossbow.
I don't know who you are, but you are not Orbog, Towerfall. Now you can just get your imposter self out of here, or I will attack again.
I am. Listen, the chicken lady did this to me.
Out. Get out of this castle.
It's you don't you remember the chicken lady with the chicken house?
Out of this castle.
Jadis, that lady.
I don't know nobody named Janice. Get out.
Jadis.
She's gonna
You
take.
don't remember Jadis? She needed to roll for history.
She still doesn't trust this drow that's talking about Jadis.
It's me. Listen, I slayed the shadow thing. The keeper annoys me. I don't like magic. Why? Is there something I can do to prove it's me?
Who's Rahu?
The nose demon.
Orbog, what have you done to yourself?
I'm telling you, it's this witch lady. She's in a house with chicken legs.
How did you go see Jadis?
I was checking out. I didn't know what it was. And then I went inside, and I was thinking, oh, hey, I've got a great idea. I'll figure out how I can become a different form that can help beat Carrick and Zeus. And then she did this to me.
Orbog,
What?
did you?
I'm taller now. Are you jealous?
No.
You can look up my nose now.
Did you hate yourself that much?
I know she was pushing other races on me, and I'm like thinking, oh, hey, I gotta make peace with the drow. I wonder what, if she could turn me into a drow. I was asking if she could. I wasn't asking her to do it.
So you're telling me that you thought by becoming a drow you could make peace with the drow? It didn't occur to you that the drow may not take kindly to that?
I didn't ask to.
No. I understand you didn't mean to, but did it occur to you when you were thinking this through that might not be the best order of business?
I had 2 seconds to think it through.
Oh, Orbog. Do you know how much character art costs?
Listen, I try to do a new Orbog for every arc. So okay, this wasn't what I had in mind. I like being taller. I'll say it. I like being taller. And I don't know, maybe we can use this somehow for good. Thought I could fool people, but I was wrong.
I just think it's terrible that you didn't like yourself enough to stay in your own skin.
I can count on one finger how many people liked me the way I was.
Orbog. You know that's not true.
It feels like it's true.
I mean, you've got what? 4 fingers on one hand? Well, you might have more now. And there's more than 4 of us.
I just...
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, come on. Let's get you some cookies. I don't know what we're going to do about this, but I do know that cookies make everything better.
I guess.
I hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. A lot of this was inspired by people talking over our chats this week. With that being said, thank you so much for listening, and tell a friend about us. Go like, rate, and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to. That helps us out tremendously. Puts us in front of people who are like-minded individuals who might like the weird insanity that we do. So good night, everybody, and stay fresh, cheese bags.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast with the voices of John Haryu, Catherine Serwinski, Dave Clements, J.S. Earls, Celeste Mora, Josiah Crandall, Eric Campagno, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.
A massive thanks to our Blade Level patrons, Julie Earls, Aaron Peckham, Amanda Clements, Branson Boykin, Matthew Cosby, and Debbie Roth. Learn more and see how you can support the show by going to patreon.com/playinggameswithstrangers.